Welcome in to the Crypto Bunker podcast. And there has just been so much news lately, guys. So I just wanted to catch you up on some of the things that are happening in crypto right now. It's looking super good. So, we're in a really good spot. I wanted to update on the Ethereum supply. Obviously, we always want to track this at ultrasound.money. And we have 416,000 ETH have been burned out of existence. Which is really cool to see. We have 5 ETH per minute being burned. And then if you look at when we simulate the ETH 2.0 merge, we have a negative 2% issuance, which means ETH will be deflationary until the price rises enough to make it inflationary. This is because the staking rewards that go out to people will be more once ETH is bigger value. So, estimates by many Ethereum experts will tell you that ETH will basically have to rise in price to make it not deflationary because, if it's deflationary forever, obviously it would go out of existence at some point. So it needs to increase in value to become inflationary over time. This is just the Ethereum chart on the weekly. So it's just kind of zooming out a little bit and just seeing how good this looks. If you look, it's kind of a giant wedge that's forming. And once we break this wedge, we want to take from the top to the bottom, which is this. So our target would be around, 6,800 or so. And that's just the initial move. You never know how high it's going to go. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. My personal opinion is we will go to 20K at some point in January or February. There will be pullbacks. There will be, violent pullbacks. I would say your best bet is just to hodl long term because Ethereum is about to be deflationary. The next piece of news is stablecoin regulation. The Biden administration has said they want to regulate stablecoin issuers as banks. So this comes into play with Circle, who creates USDC, if you've ever used that stablecoin. Circle has already been working towards becoming a full reserve national commercial bank. And so they're in actually a pretty encouraging spot to see the Biden administration wanting to regulate these coins. It could get a little bit messy in terms of just DeFi contracts, things like that. We'll have to see how it plays out. But in my opinion, the U.S. National Reserve currency will be USDC, and it will be issued and secured by the Ethereum network. Obviously, if you come out with a digital currency and you're the United States of America, you want it to be secure. You want it to be as secure as possible. And so I think the only network that they really can use at this time to do that would be USDC. And so I believe that, maybe by 2023, we will see that happen. We know that Gary Gensler is a former Goldman Sachs employee. And, we also know that Goldman Sachs is taking Circle public in the public stock market. So I believe that is kind of the setup that we have been given, is that, the financial world will start to integrate with Ethereum. And we have more news of that coming up. We have one of the biggest banks in France, Societe Generale, or Forge, is an investment firm. They have 138,000 members of staff. They're one of the leading financial services groups with 29 million individual clients. They are submitting on behalf of the European investment firm, Societe Generale, an application for discussion and approval of security tokens refinancing. And this proposal is to the MakerDao community. And MakerDao is basically a platform that creates DAI, which is another stablecoin, where you can put collateral up against and then take loans out of DAI. And so yeah, they are proposing basically an experiment of crossroads between regulated and open source initiatives, as described below, is intended to refinance a covered bond token that has been issued last year on the Ethereum blockchain. And they want to use that as collateral to take out DAI, and that would allow them to then invest that DAI into DeFi, into other cryptocurrencies. And so it's really exciting to see a major bank who wants to use decentralized finance on Ethereum. We also have more Ethereum news. Surprise, surprise. Immutable X is a layer 2 scaling solution built on Ethereum, and it's coming to TikTok. TikTok is coming to Ethereum, and we're all going to make it, guys. Immutable X is thrilled to power the launch of TikTok Top Moments, its first creator-led NFT collection on layer 2, made by Starkware. So it's just own the moments, you know, it's just like NFTs that are going to be TikToks, basically, where you can own that moment, which is really cool. It will assign you ownership of that, and you're going to be able to say that you own that. You probably have the property. Hopefully you have the property rights to it. We don't know all the details yet, but Bella Porch, Lil Nas X, Gary V, just to name a few. You can see some of the names down here of some of the people involved in that. Some more NFT news. We have Autograph, which is basically a company founded by Tom Brady to bring the world's biggest icons to the digital space through NFTs. And they're partnering with DraftKings. They're partnering with Slam, which is a basketball magazine. And they just brought on Usain Bolt. So really cool to see that. There's a lot of people signing on with Autograph. And I think this just represents the sort of the culture that we're going through, where NFTs are going to become more mainstream than we've ever known before. And another reason that that's going to happen is NFT Twitter verification. So I'm going to play a video for you guys. Hopefully you can hear the sound.
Hello, so as promised, I wanted to show you some experiment we did about NFT. So basically you would be able to edit your profile, click on your avatar and select NFT. From this you would be able to connect to your wallets and choose your preferred wallet. So for the purpose of the experiment, I'm just mocking the backend. So after confirming, you will be able to download all your NFT from OpenSea, select one, and then you will have your NFT as your avatar with the Ethereum check mark, showing that this NFT has been minted on Ethereum blockchain. If you click on collectible as well, you can see the collection of NFT you have.
Wow.
If you have any feedback or
I didn't even
ideas,
realize that
please,
actually before.
don't hesitate to share. Thank you.
You guys should follow Meta Affleck, AF_Meta, for more information. She's obviously a Twitter developer. She helped build Twitter Spaces as well. But it's really, really cool. You're gonna have I'm gonna be able to have an Ethereum check mark next to my profile, my on-chain monkey, and I am going to. And I guess apparently you're going to be able to look at someone's entire collection, which is just, it kind of makes me want to delist my NFTs. I actually do have them all listed, even the monkeys, even the, atom bombs, whatever. I'm just so bullish on Ethereum as a token. I believe Ethereum's going to 50,000, next year at some point. And so for me, if I'm selling an NFT for 0.9 Ethereum, I think of it as selling for, $40,000. So I'm selling a JPEG for like a year's salary for me personally. So, part of me wants to take it down just to be like, hey, this is my collection and it's really cool. And I feel lucky to have these. And then part of me is like, okay, but it is all about Ethereum at this time, because we know that it's going to be deflationary in the future. So I just want to make sure that I'm taking advantage of that as much as I possibly can. One thing that I did want to lead off with, but I forgot, but it's this Shiny. He has a show that I think happens every day. I don't know if it's every weekday or every day at 11 a.m. Eastern. And it's just a positivity show on Twitter Spaces. It's just the top NFT people in the space that come on and just basically talk about NFTs. That the celebrities kind of come on there and like ask them about NFTs. It's a really cool show, so you should follow him at AxiKing. This is one of the things he said in the spaces. He said, there's a moment at the beginning of every cultural movement before its commodification where passion, raw talent, and camaraderie shift the paradigm. We are in that moment right now. The difference is, with ownership in the hands of the community, we can keep it going. We don't need to become commoditized. We are decentralized. Okay, so remember that. Remember that you're part of the Ethereum ecosystem. You are decentralized, and that's what we're really pushing for here in this space is decentralization. So always remember that too. So last piece of news, I believe that, yeah, last piece of news I want to get to is Visa, and it's possibly the biggest news. See, this is kind of that USDC integration that I was talking about. In March, Visa said they will accept USDC for transaction settlement. In August, Visa acquired a CryptoPunk for $150,000. And in September, Visa now plans to build out a layer 2 payments channel for stablecoins. So they actually deployed a smart contract testnet on Ethereum the other day that basically will allow them to create a layer 2 solution that allows central bank digital currencies to be traded on that layer 2 solution. And because they're associated with USDC, with transaction settlement, and Goldman Sachs is behind Circle, who builds USDC, I just think we are heading towards something bigger than people understand. And again, this is all built on Ethereum. So you have to understand that when you're buying altcoins, you're buying NFTs, you're buying Bitcoin, you are sort of missing out on the most important thing, which is Ethereum. And, I have to remind myself that all the time, because I love sushi, I love Polkadot, I love Aave, I love decentral games, as some of the altcoins that if you're into that, I would recommend, not financial advice, but when I've made a personal decision to go full Ethereum, and it's because I just think we're still so early. And when people say that, they're not understanding, like, this is the entire space is built on Ethereum, right? I mean, most of the things happening that we see every day are associated with Ethereum, especially NFTs. So just realize that although you think that your NFT might be a leverage bet on Ethereum, I do not believe that that's the case. I believe that if Ethereum goes 20x from here, your NFT has the chance to go down 20x from here. And that doesn't mean, that just means it holds its value in US dollars. I'm not sure. No one knows. That's just my guess. And that's again why I have some of these listed for a lower amount, is because that's just what I believe. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys got something out of the video. If you did, please subscribe, like the video, follow me on Twitter, and I will see you later.